Hello everyone. In this video, I will be explaining the homework assigned for you this week. Now, you have been introduced to the type of trusses in this PowerPoint presentation. You understood the definition of trusses and you were introduced to the types of trusses that we have. Now, the homework will be strand III and strand IV from Criterion A, our summative booklet. Strand III, you will be asked to research type of trusses and thoroughly analyze them. Your research must include names of the trusses. It means that you need to identify which truss. Is it Warren? Is it K truss? Is it Pratt truss? And please note that there are many more types of trusses online that you can research about. You must include images. You must state where best to be used and examples. Please note that this research will be very helpful and will be as a guideline to your designs later on in Criterion B. Please note that if you research 7 trusses, your grade will be between 7 and 8. If you researched 5 trusses, your grade will be 5 to 6. If you researched 3 trusses, your grade will be between 3 and 4, and so on. So make sure to aim high for the greater grade or the higher grade. The second part of the homework is strand IV. You need to combine the information that you collected from strand II, which is the research table, and strand III, and to give me a conclusion. Process research material with detailed analysis and attached below the collected information based on the research plan with detailed analysis. Avoid writing long paragraphs, which means that you will take the information that you gathered from the research table in strand II and the information gathered from strand III and to give me a detailed, brief summary for this. Please make sure to acknowledge the sources of information in a proper way. Again, I'm talking about the sites used in Criterion in strand II and the sites used in strand III. 2. Explain how and why the collected data was useful. Why do you think that it's important for us to research, whether it was the researches that we made in the research table? How will it be useful that we research about case studies here in the table? How is it useful that we research about case studies? Why is it useful to research about dimensions and ergonomics? Why is it useful to research about manufacturing simplicity or any aspect that you chose to research about? And here, as I mentioned, this part will be very useful for you as a guideline in your design. Please state here in number 2 in criteria in strand IV why. Explain, please do not list, explain how the collected data was useful. The last part of the assigned homework is to develop an excellent design brief. What are you going to make? Please state it. Do not just write 1 or 2 words, please. Why are you going to make it? To whom are we going to make it? What are the limitations and on what are you going to evaluate your product? Please pay attention to question number 4 and question number 5, as you will find your answers at the beginning of the summative folder in this part. You will find the design rules, which are the limitations and you will read this paragraph and this part to understand how will you evaluate your product. Will you evaluate it based on the dimensions? Will you evaluate it based on the design? Will you evaluate it based on the manufacturing simplicity? What is the criteria that you will use for evaluation? Thank you and good luck.